Okay, boys and girls, we talk a lot about prefixes and suffixes. We add them to base words and they change the meaning of a word. Now, last week, we talked about a word, about a prefix. Now, we're going to be talking about that prefix again this week, but it's going to have a different meaning for us. But first, I want to talk to you about the prefix in. One meaning of the prefix in is not. When you add in to the beginning of a base word, it changes the meaning and it means either the opposite of that base word. So it means not. It means the opposite. For example, so we have in, it means not, so it'll make that base word mean the opposite of it. So incorrect means not correct. Indefinite means not definite. You're not definite. Incapable means not capable. Somebody is not capable. Now last week we had the prefix im. Who remembers im? What did im mean last week? What did it mean, Juliana? What did im mean? Did you forget, Anastasia? No. It meant not as well. So, but this week we're going to talk about it. It can also mean into. Im can mean into. So, it can mean into something. Im can also mean into. And here's some examples of that. We can have the word immigrate. Now, immigrate was a word that we had when we were doing journal. Do you remember that? Yep. It asked, there was a question in our daily journal, and it said, if you were going to immigrate to another country. Immigrate means to migrate into. It means to leave your country and to go live in another country. Immigrate means into. You're going to migrate into. Now here's a word, I don't know if you've ever heard this word. Imperil. Has anybody ever heard that word, imperil? Okay. So the base word peril means to like endanger yourself or endanger someone. So if you imperil someone, you put them into peril. Peril is danger. So you imperil, you put into danger, into peril. Implant, plant into. So think of a plant. You plant something, right? You plant, you put it down, you root it into something. So implant means to plant into. You plant it into something. You implant it, you put it into. Plant into. So those are our two prefixes for the week. We have in, which means not. We have im, which means into this week. So when you're looking at that base word, you have to think to yourself, which meaning of im are we talking about? Are we meaning not, or are we meaning into? So you're going to have to make the choice of which meaning goes along with that base word. That makes it a little trickier, because most of the time that prefix only means one thing. So you're going to have to get the wheels spinning in your head, and you're going to have to think, which meaning are we talking about here? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice with our base words and our prefixes. So we have a paper here, and we're going to work with it. So it says a prefix is a word part added to the beginning of a base word that changes the meaning of the word. Add the prefix in, which means not, or im, which means into, so these are all going to be into words, to the base words from the word bank to complete each sentence. So here's the words we have. We have peril, which means like a dangerous situation. Complete, migrate, which means you leave one place to go to another. Accurate, print and active. Do you know what accurate means? What does accurate mean? Kelsey?
Like you're right about something, or it's like going on right now.
Accurate, yes, and it means that it's like correct. You're working without mistakes, okay? So let's look at number 1. Who would like to try number 1? Let me get a blank page here, because we have a lot of pages. We gotta find a blank one, that's our vocab. Who would like to try number 1? And let's see if you can get our correct prefix. Olive, would you like to try number 1 for me?
My pet mouse is inactive and won't use her running wheel.
Inactive, very good. Inactive. Not active. Inactive, very nice. Good job, Olive. Let's write inactive. Inactive. Who'd like to try number 2, please? Number 2. Anastasia. Yes, imprint. Very good. Print into, that's what that means. Imprint. The print is going to go into the book. Have you ever seen print that's like that? It's like sunk into the book. That's what that means, boys and girls. Who'd like to try number 3? Yanni, number 3. Immigrate, that's how you say that. Immigrate. Keep going. Immigrate, thank you. Immigrate, very good. Immigrate. And remember, we have that situation where im plus migrate. We have, they both, that begins with an M, but we make sure we write the M in migrate. Number 4, who'd like to try number 4? Elisa.
Be careful to get the facts right so you don't say something and you'll
In what? During the debate. In what? So the words that we have left are Carol. We have complete. And I think we have accurate left.
incomplete.
No, I don't think it's incomplete. So you don't say something incomplete during the debate. So you want to have all your facts. So what do you think you want to be? Accurate. So you don't want to say something, what prefix? What is it?
Inaccurate.
Yes, inaccurate, because you want to make sure you are accurate. So you don't want to be inaccurate, not accurate. Number 5, Libby.
I don't know how to end the story. I'm learning, so it's still incorrect.
So it is still what?
Incomplete.
Incomplete, not complete, incomplete. Incomplete. And number 6, Teddy.
If you want to stay safe, don't imperil yourself
Can you finish this sentence?
by going skydiving.
Yes, imperil yourself. Imperil. Everybody say that word.
Imperil.
Yes, you should try to work that word into some conversation with your parents tonight. Clark.
What does that word mean?
What?
What does imperil mean?
Imperil means danger. It means danger. Remember I said that when we were talking about it before. It was one of the words on the chart that we had. Peril. Peril is danger. You don't want to be imperiled. Okay? There we go. Good job, boys and girls. You can put a star on this and you can put it away.